Hey guys, how you doing? Thought I'd do a little short video and stuff today. You know, I know there's a lot of people out there that they try to raise their kids. They want them to be obedient. They want them to keep the Torah, keep the faith, and follow and do what's right. And sometimes, you know, it doesn't turn out the way you want at times with the way circumstances can be. Sometimes you find yourself, fighting with your kids or on your knees praying a lot for them, praying for them to just do the right thing, keep the Torah. And it's probably one of the hardest things in the world is the battle for your children and trying to do everything you can to encourage them to do the right thing. It's a hard world we live in, hard time we live in too. So many things that try to come against you and so many things that try to pull at you and stuff, and you got to keep the family together. You got to keep the home together. You know, I've over and over again have tried to express so much of, I'm never going to sit here and try to portray myself as being this perfect guy with this perfect life, and I've had my own things I've had to go through, and they're hard. It's not easy. But I get to see my son today. He's been gone to boot camp in the Marine Corps, and he's just finished SOI, and I get to see him for the first time in a long time. And it's tough, the emotions you go through, because you love and you care so much for your kids. You want the best for them, and all you want to do is see them do the right thing, keep Torah. It's amazing in America, There's so much you have to fight against, so much you have to battle against when it comes to just trying to raise your kids to do the right thing and trying to get your kids to see the things that they need to do, the way they need to live. And, they get pulled by everything they see around them. They get pulled by ideologies that sometimes they make up in their mind. They get pulled by ideologies the enemy tries to put in their mind to try to get them to not function, And I know for myself, I'm kind of, I got a lot of emotion. It's gonna be unique. I haven't seen this guy in a long time. I don't want to get into the ins and outs as to why, but it's a hard job being a parent. It's a hard job trying to raise kids and trying to help them see what is it that you learn, that you understand, that you know, and how do you get them to that place? How do you get them to that place where they understand what you see and they understand what you've been trying to teach them? And, God is the only one that can reveal that to the children. As a parent, all you can do is just persevere and push on and try to do the best you can. But God is the ultimate one that reveals into our hearts the understanding of things. So if you're out there and you have the same struggle and stuff, just keep pressing on. Just keep praying. Just keep fasting over your kids. Just keep praying for them to just obey and keep God's commandments and to choose the path that is right. You can't force people to make decisions in life, but you can absolutely do everything you can to show the light of your faith in your journey. And that's all we can do. I've longed to see him for such a long time. And if you're any parent who doesn't pray for their kids, shame on you. Any parent who doesn't sit there and think about their children and just long for them to just be in their arms, you know, I'll never understand that. But one thing I do understand is and stuff is that, you know, that love you have for your kids, it just doesn't matter. Your kids are the most important thing in the world. You know, they're the gift God's given you, and they're the biggest joy in life. My little one right there. Here. What am I doing? We're doing a video. You see that? Want to say hello? Hi.
Hi.
All right. So don't give up, and don't quit. That's my other boy over there. That's Noah. He's trying to hide now. That's okay. Don't give up. Don't quit. You know, pray and keep praying for God's will, and keep praying for God to steer your children in the right direction, and keep fasting and praying, and don't give up. Never give up. You know, God's given us a task to raise our children to love, to just be there, to encourage them, and to be relentless over it, because, you know, they're our kids. Moses, he laid down himself for the people of Israel, and he treated every single one of them as if they were his kids. And we have to do the same with our kids. So I just want to encourage you. You know, he's going to be here in about a couple hours, and I know it's going to be a huge emotional explosion of just the longing of being able to see him, the longing to be able to hug him. So if you're out there and you have things that you've been going through and stuff, don't give up, right? Don't give up. Just keep praying. Keep praying for your children. Keep loving them. You know, that's all you can do is just love, 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 and just, you know, they're going to take you for a roller coaster ride. They're going to make you go through places that you wish you never were. But you know what matters the most is that love of God that flows through our hearts and that penetrates theirs. So I'll send other videos out there later on and stuff, but just want to encourage you guys, you know, trying to use my own personal experience to help encourage you that, you know, never give up. Never give up on your family. Never give up on your kids. Just keep praying and fasting and just love them. And it's going to hurt. It is. I mean, you might go to bed just like King David did, where he said he drenched his bed with tears. But all in all, is you pray and you long for the restoration. You know, one of my biggest prayers has finally been answered after a long time. And, you know, when you see different family members and stuff, grandparents, mothers, that stuff, do teshuva, man. That's an awesome moment, especially when your heart just feels like, I don't know if this is ever going to change, man. You know, keep praying, keep fasting, don't quit, because it's a joy when you see your prayers answered. So I just want to sit there and send this out to encourage you all. So, hey, you know, God in heaven, he sees everything and he knows our hearts. And the Bible's very much just like it says, the prayers of a righteous man availeth much. So don't quit, keep fasting, keep praying, and just wait. You'll see the return.